Not only that, I got my titanium in the mail 40 days before I was supposed to get it. I got it 40 days sooner, which is awesome. And of course I did what I said I was going to do, and I made this. So pretty much it bounces, so depending on how hard you hit it, it will flatten and hit the area and send a shock to that area. That's normally what I do with my brick, but the composition is different. Bricks mostly have iron. This has a bunch of things. It's made up of a bunch of things. One, it's titanium, of course, because it's an alloy. And titanium alloys have things mixed in with them. This, I believe, has one thing that I can't pronounce. Some aluminum. I believe it's 6% aluminum, which will not kill you unless you consume it. But I'm not planning on eating this anytime soon. I might, if I go crazy enough. I could go crazy, but I'm not going to. I might. You can see what my haircut looks like on my Instagram, the Boss God 1. That's the Instagram name. So now I'm kind of like gonna hide in my room for probably a week, constantly rubbing my head so it stimulates hair growth, and eating chocolate like a teenage girl on her period. Yeah. That is the general gist of what you're supposed to do with. So some people use iron, some people use steel, some people use even copper. I started out using copper, just a copper bar, hitting places. To a normal person who doesn't study this or do this, if you're doing right now what I'm doing, you would be in so much pain because you've never experienced. You haven't made your bones more dense. That's what I'm pretty much trying to say. When I look at guys that are bigger than me, I kind of laugh because I can tell how thin their blood is by how, like, not rough their skin is. When your blood is thin, you can easily be cut. And your skin kind of looks fluffy. That also comes with a bad diet. So when I see that, and I'm like, my bones are more dense and I'm more toned, I would be so much faster at taking someone taller or stronger than me down. Just because someone's bigger than you doesn't mean they're stronger than you. It means they're more intimidating, depending on who you are. Hold on. One, the pole shift is fucking with me. That's a true thing. Pole shift is. And two, I'm going to eat a lot of chocolate and sugar because that's what happened yesterday and the day before. And so far, the past 3 days, I've been experiencing weird visions. Like that alien girl. These are not just like little sticks. This is titanium. Let's go to the bone. In my youth, and I don't mean that, about 5 years ago, I started out, when I first started out doing this, I would use vitamin E oil to get rid of the bruises, because you'll start out with bruises, depending on the pain level. I always see muscular guys, but they have really fluffy skin. Like, it's really not toned at all. It's just fluffy, and it looks gross. I can guarantee you, none of those muscular dudes could do this. This is an extremely sensitive area. I can't do this for very long. I make it look like it's not at all painful. But this stuff, this is what they use to make bridges. They build bridges out of this. If you met me in real life, you'd say, hey, what's wrong with your arms? My forearms. It's like, well, for the past 5 years, I've been putting a lot of stress on them. Why am I rubbing this? It's to rub off the titanium. Kind of like when you rub chalk on your hands, it gets all over your hands. This takes years, and it's longer. Yeah. This is slightly glazed, which I didn't want, but it's fine. Because the ending parts are not glazed. So if I was to scrape myself with this, then I'm actually getting the titanium. Why is titanium a good thing? If you're going to do this, don't do it sideways, because that's like the same thing as a cutter, and that will kill you if it cuts you. So just gently do it up and down. It's like a butterfly knife. As you can see, it's making kind of reddish marks on me if it shows up. Depending on the lightness of how hard you hit. The more light you hit, the longer you have to do it. The harder you hit, the less you do it, the more you rest. Makes sense. I heal very, very, very fast. It takes about 1 to 3 days for bruises to disappear completely off of me. If any longer, then I start to worry. Chocolate is not the best thing to recover with, but in the past week or so, I've been healing regardless of what I eat. So, yeah, the pulse shift, when you're eating a bunch of random shit, it's most likely because of the pulse shift. Like, if you don't usually eat bad food, and now you're just randomly eating bad food, then more than likely it's from the pulse shift. Because the more energy your body consumes, the more food you will eat. I don't understand why, but that's what literally everyone says. Every site says, and your body needs to store up on food for more energy because you're being overloaded with energy. It's like, then why would I want more energy if I'm being given energy? Yeah. I'm making a new subliminal, and of course the fighting subliminal. Of course. But I'm probably not going to release it to the public because all my subscribers are really tired of me releasing fighting subliminals. I mostly make them for me, and they do work. This is like a speed subliminal. I make them to protect me, but then I share them so other people can have them. A lot of people uh, want me to make certain subliminals. I get requests, and that's good. That's a good thing, because I've run out of ideas of subliminals to make, because everyone seems to make blue eye subliminal, green eye subliminal, yellow eye subliminal, gold eye subliminal. They don't do what I do, and I combine everything into one, which makes me make less money, but it helps more people. The different thing about the subliminal I want to release, which I'm going to, is that it is auditory and visual, which is the first time I've ever done that, because usually they're only visual. Mm. Here's something. Can I compare this to? Can you hear that? They are hard. Once you're able to do this, then you have a strong neck. Yeah, I usually do that with a brick to my neck. But I can tell I'm going to enjoy this titanium for a very long time. Give me a minute. I need more chocolate. I don't need it. I want it. Also, when you're able to hit this bone, then come back to me. Then you can give me advice on how to do this. Because likely, when you're first starting out, you're probably going to be like, oh, fuck, that hurt. When you first start out, unless you have super powerful, dense bones already, you're going to bruise a lot, and you're not going to be able to hit a bone directly like this. Which I'm doing it gently because yesterday I hit the bone too hard with a brick, and it healed, but it's still a little bruised up, so I'm gently. The point of building muscle is putting stress on the area so it can grow. Then you eat healthy so it gets rid of the acidity, acid that builds up inside of you, which I shouldn't be eating chocolate. And these are all bones, by the way. You can see that in the reflection, the bones. Good thing to have strong hand bones, so if you need to punch something or someone, go for it. I make this look painless. Even though I recover very fast and regenerate, I still feel pain. It's pretty much just like the Wolverine. Never be intimidated if you see one of those bodybuilders that's all like steroid-like. All steroids do, which I bought online once. I did it one time, and it didn't work. It did raise my heart pressure to like 130 or something, or higher than that. It's like 200. I really should edit these videos, but it's getting harder and harder every day to edit videos. it will be like a month before I get a new computer. But I will, and then I'll be able to take requests. Last thing I want to say, pretty much, is that I bought IGF-1 again. And I took IGF-1 before, but I did it the wrong way, and I got really mad, and I broke a few things and punched a hole in the wall. So if you're going to take IGF-1, you're going to want to take less than 200 milligrams because it will affect your hormones and will affect your emotions. Yeah. It's not going to do what injectable steroids do, which plump you up like a turkey on Thanksgiving. It's going to make you heal faster, which I pretty much don't need because I already heal really fast. As I talk, I am listening to subliminals. My eyes are changing color, like they're changing, they're getting lighter, but not as fast as I would have assumed. It's hard to bend this. Boy. I pretty much 2 days ago learned the lazy man exercise, which doesn't require any working out, like lifting or anything, and your chest will grow. It's like the exercise that I call it the lazy man exercise because it's better if you're watching a movie on your phone or playing a video game or watching it on your computer, because all you have to do is lean like your head down like this and and then after a while you put your arms out and your chest cracks and expands. And it's just like, I wish I figured out about this like 20 years ago. Scratch that, 15 years ago. Yeah. That way I would have been 12. No, that's not right. Whatever. I'm going to keep doing this, and you are going to go make some soup for your perverted neighbor that's watching you through your window right now. I don't know. I don't know about today. I know that the pole shift opened my third eye today and made me see really weird shit. Which I was not fond of because it almost made me completely pass out. I'll do a review when I get the Deer Antler Velvet Extract. That's what it's called. Deer Antler Velvet Extract. And we'll see how faster I grow, because I already heal fast. But we'll see how even faster I grow. I'm going to end this here and say I love you to all of you. And this looks like a sex whip. Yeah, but it's not. Oh, and if any of my subscribers have gotten this far into the video, please find one of my weirdest videos on my channel and share it to Leafy's channel. That way I go viral. Because he already did it to one of my videos. So if he does it to 2 of my videos, go for it. Do anything. I don't really give a shit. I don't care about Leafy fans. They're crazy and angry and weird. So goodbye.